GoJoe962 here, and today let's talk about FNAF. With recent news, a certain collab may be coming, and there's plenty of people talking about it, so join me and let's delve deep into this mystery collaboration. On June 19th, the official Scott Games Twitter account put out a schedule of upcoming events to celebrate the 10th anniversary of Five Nights at Freddy's. There's plenty of exciting stuff like the release date of the new game Into the Pit, news about the second film, and an interview with the creator of FNAF, Scott Cawthon himself. But in all of this, there was a secret collab announcement, so what could it be? Well, although it's not confirmed, a lot of evidence is pointing to it being Fortnite, so let me explain. Fortnite is known to have a lot of collabs, and some of those are gaming characters. From huge icons like the Doomslayer to small names like Lethal Company, Fortnite brings together many famous properties together, so adding FNAF would be expected at this point. Scott Cawthon, the creator of FNAF, actually mentioned Fortnite in a Reddit post in 2021, when he was asked if FNAF would have any collaborations, in which Scott responded with, "Yeah, no collabs for now, including Fortnite or Fall Guys." But over time, Scott has been more open to collabs, with the most recent as of this video's release being Freddy Fazbear and Funko Fusion, where it looks like he'll have a weapon of some sort, which will be important later. And on top of that, in Funko Fusion, Chica's in the game, so it looks like Bonnie and Foxy may be coming as well. So it's safe to assume that Scott is willing to put FNAF into different properties, and that includes one that features multiple other properties. Now what else points to this collab happening? Well, the date actually. This secret collab is happening on August 6th, and on that same day, Fortnite is having a downtime for an update. When this happens, it means that something big is coming to the game. But what else is big and is coming to the game that day? Not Pirates of the Caribbean, because that came out in July. So what else could it be? Fortnite already has a skin that has a reference to FNAF. There's a character named Webster who is a reference to Chica. And on top of that, there's another reference, with Glamrock Freddy's colors being put onto a car in Rocket Racing. And a post that Fortnite put out on Twitter showing a poll, and in that poll there was a FNAF security breach reference. And on top of that, there's an emote in the game that isn't released yet that could be used for an animatronic. So let's bring it all full circle and put FNAF into the game. Now, getting all that out of the way, what can we expect for items in this collab if it happens? Well, it's tough to say, but I'll try to be realistic. As much as I want to say, let's add the main four and after, and then also have Golden Freddy's secret skin, I know it's unrealistic, even though I want that to happen. And that's kind of what I'm going to do anyways. Trust me, as a die-hard FNAF fan, I want the item shop to look like UCN all day long. But anyways, we have two options, the item shop and mini battle pass. Firstly, the mini battle pass. In recent collabs, Fortnite has done mini battle passes with a free and premium tier for players to complete, which I feel like is better than item shop collabs in some cases. And I feel like the downtime supports the mini battle pass idea, because with the downtime, it brings up the idea that if this collab does happen, then it'll most likely be really big. So how would it look like if FNAF were to get this? Firstly, let's get the items out of the way. I'm going to use the TMNT mini battle pass as an example, for what FNAFs could look like, so I have the same items but FNAF themed. So for example, the TMNT pass has 5 emotes related to TMNT, so the FNAF pass will have 5 emotes related to FNAF. For the Fortnite Festival instrument, it has to be Bonnie's guitar. Out of all the instruments in FNAF, that has to be the most iconic. Now for the spray, I believe It's Me would be a great option. Not only would it be a fun callback to one of FNAF's most iconic Easter eggs, but due to it being a spray, you can place it anywhere, kind of like how in the games you could find It's Me anywhere. With those two out of the way, we move on to the glider. The glider is weird because there isn't really a one-to-one parallel to a glider in FNAF. So instead of taking something FNAF, I think an original creation would be better. What this could look like is up for interpretation, but maybe something like a pizza or something themed around the pizzeria. For the pickaxes, I could see Freddy's mic and Chica's cupcake. I prefer the idea of Chica's cupcake being a back bling more, but a pickaxe would not only be better, seeing as you can hold it like how Chica does, but also in the FNAF movie, Mr. Cupcake proves himself to be a fighter. But for the back bling, we have 3 items, so let's get through them. For the first one, how about the Puppet's music box? As for the second one, let's do the FNAF War box. These 2 items are important to FNAF. It would be great for everyone to be able to use them on whatever skin they like. And for the final back bling, why not Plush Trap? Fortnite has already done 11 creatures as back blings, with the most recognizable one being Rocket Raccoon. So doing this with Plush Trap would not only be fun, but imagine the cast of a full lobby of people with Plush Trap on the back. There's also the Quest back bling, and that can be maybe an Endo or one head. We're almost done here, so let's get onto the wrap, which to be honest, could be anything. From recolors in FNAF World to the tiles of the pizzeria wall, there's unlimited possibilities. But for now, I'll go with the color palette of the sign for the pizzeria in the film. A unique, yet interesting wrap that could lead to a cool looking design for weapons and vehicles alike. The emoji? Well, it could just be a jump scare. Literally any could work, but a Freddy one would be the most obvious pick. And the loading screens, well, here's 2 I made up. Firstly, Springtrap. Of the 2 loading screens, this one is the more serious one, showcasing Springtrap in a dark pizzeria looking at the player in a pose where you could be laughing maniacally or just in a cool pose, take your pick. I feel like this is the better of the 2, because it's more horror themed like FNAF itself. Meanwhile, the second's more goofy like Fortnite. In this one we have a lot going on. Going from left to right, there's Freddy standing behind Color Team Leader with intent to kill, then Mr. Cupcake getting away from Chica as she tries to get him back. Right behind Chica there's Peely cowering in fear due to Bonnie. And finally, Jonesy running away from Foxy. This all takes place at Tilted Towers, of course, and it's all around something I see Fortnite doing for a loading screen. Fortnite always finds fun ways to make cool looking loading screens for collabs that are either standalone just for the collab, or the collab and Fortnite characters doing stuff together. And I always love seeing it. And before we move on, there's a secret character in the list of loading screens, so have some fun. Now the last two items, the emotes and skin. For the emotes, we have 5, so let's get through them. For the first one, a jump scare is a must. For the second one, the Golden Freddy pose would be great. For the third one, people would want animatronic movement, so Freddy's movement from the first trailer would be a fun way to bring that to the game. And for the fourth one, we can have Glamrock Freddy's hand wave. And now for the final and fifth emote, I see it being an original Fortnite emote. Probably the one that's in the files right now and isn't released. Now the most exciting cosmetic, the skin. There are tons of characters that could be chosen, but I believe the best option is Springtrap. Springtrap is the main villain in the franchise, and if Fortnite was to bring FNAF to the game, I don't think they'd lock someone like Freddy behind a time battle pass. I see Freddy being brought into the item shop plenty of times, so locking him away could be a bad decision. And Epic Games loves bringing back variants of certain characters into Fortnite, and I don't doubt Springtrap will get that same treatment. After all, Scott does that already. Plus, having Springtrap in the game could lead to a possible built-in emote, where he takes off his mask like in FNAF 3's rare screens. Now some may have a problem with this and say that one of the main 4 deserves a spot, or even Golden Freddy. But all I have to say about that is money. Epic Games would be dumb not to put the main 4 in the item shop and maximize profit. Even though I believe the original 4 would make it to the game, there's a high chance it won't be them. This is because the Security Breach cast would be a better fit. They are more on the move, better proportions for Fortnite models, and are the newer versions of the characters. But personally, I'd want the OG versions. And other than the main 4, it'd be great to get Golden Freddy as well. Now I brought up earlier that in Funko Fusion, Freddy has what looks like to be a weapon, and this is where the biggest debate comes in, that being, FNAF characters don't use weapons. Let's discuss this. So as I said, Funko Fusion is giving Freddy a weapon. I don't see an issue with this, seeing as this version of Freddy is a Funko figure, and the weapon is themed around him. And I'm sure the other characters will have weapons as well, like maybe Chica has a cupcake. And that to me is fine. These are goofy Funko iterations of the characters that aren't being taken seriously. Really look at this game and tell me they're going for a serious tone. No, I imagine a LEGO Dimensions feel. But the normal iterations is a bit harder to imagine them holding weapons. That's why they may go for the Security Breach versions. But the hard truth is, if this happens, then people who are against this just have to get over it. Seeing Freddy crank a 90 will happen whether you like it or not. Now should FNAF come to Fortnite? Honestly, yes. FNAF is one of the biggest franchises now, and over the decade it's been around, there have been really close to no collabs, unfortunately. And the collabs it has had are super small and no one talks about them, but Fortnite would change the game for FNAF. If Scott Cawthon really wants the 10th anniversary to be special, this is his chance. There's only one collab listed, and from what we know, it's not Dead by Daylight, because Castlevania is coming to the game that day. So what else could it be? It'd have to be big, and Fortnite is that game. With millions of people playing it every month, Fortnite is the game to collaborate with. And FNAF would be able to collab with a bunch of other series as well. Fortnite has Doom, Elder Scrolls, John Wick, Avengers, Fallout, Spider-Man, Halo, Batman, Lethal Company, and so much more. So FNAF coming to Fortnite is the right decision to make, and would allow Scott to be more open with collabs and possibly bring FNAF to other franchises. After all, this would be a huge moment and would easily break the internet, and I personally really want this to happen, because I love Fortnite, and what I want is for my 3 favorite franchises to come to the game, those being Doom, FNAF, and Godzilla. We are 1 out of the 3 already, so let's complete it. But with all that being said, what do you think about FNAF and Fortnite? And let me know if you want it to happen down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Go John 962, signing off.